Hello guys, welcome back to another video to Survival World episode 18, which is a lot. So, today we're going to go back to diamond mining, and I'm pretty sure I did not get any comments, because, yeah, no one's going to comment on that. About diamond tools, so that means we're going to wait on it, and the first thing I want to do is to just quickly explain about my castle, because I've never really actually fully explained it, like why I'm making one. And the reason why is simply because I feel like it's cool to have a castle and something that's a project, and a project is something that you kind of need to do in Minecraft, or else the game on survival mode might not be fun. And why is that true? Because projects are like pretty much ways to build something, and without building it's kind of not as fun because you have nothing to do. And that's just one of the projects that I know I'm not gonna use it at all, or use the castle, but it still just is a good idea to do it because it's a good use of your time. So I just kind of wanted to quickly explain why I'm making the castle, and I'm probably not going to use it. I'm not sure for 100% sure for that. And ooh, this is messed up. I actually didn't expect this. So we're gonna get a few more pickaxes ready, and then we're going to start to finish that thing I'm making. Maybe what thing? So yeah, I do hate the new crafting book thing, because if you don't recall the last video, which you should be watching, by the way, I used to say that, oh, watch the first video, but I was like, I kind of gave up, because it's kind of obvious by now. It's like, oh, well, if you were watching the first ones, yeah, you probably would know I was saying that, so I just assumed you were, and maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I do. And that's all that's important. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be making a bridge in a cool way, because like I said before when I was making the bridge, efficiency is key, even if it takes longer to build what you're doing, which I know sounds super stupid on the outside, which it's really not though. And the reason why this is important is because I want to make a route that looks cool, but it's also efficient, so it's not something that just takes way too long to get there. I'm not going to spend too much resources on it either. Meaning, torches. It cannot be like a railroad, because I feel like a railroad would be too much work. So instead, I was going to make a bridge. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So for now, and I'm going to start the staircase up to the top of the mountain, because my plan is then to start a bridge that goes across the mountain. Now maybe you're like, well, that's just a waste of your time, because you could just go up so I'll show you when I get to the top what I mean. So we're gonna do this. Which mountain it is it's not on this one. This mountain is the one that's gonna be across from the mountain I'm actually using. Maybe you don't know what mountain I'm talking about because you're new to the channel or whatever. And yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so it's that mountain across. The reason why I want to use that mountain is because it would look cool to have a bridge from here to there. And yeah, that's the main reason why. I kind of just wanted a bridge. And something you might not even know is that, in my mind, it sounds so good, but I bet it really on the outside sounds so stupid. Oh, why don't you just make a railroad or underground system? But I'm just deciding not to. And in case you don't know, most of the time when you think something in your mind, at least for me, it's you picture it, and you think of something, and it actually looks better than it is once you build it. Like, that's how I feel. Like, when I build something, like my house, for example, when I'm looking at a picture in my mind, it like looks so cool. Like, oh yeah, you know, this actually looks like something that I would do. Oops. And maybe not everyone experiences this, but then, like, I feel like... Where'd the stairs go? Oh, so then I feel like, you then kind of get... You go into... like, you go to building it, and then you look at it, and you're like, oh, this doesn't look as good as I wanted. And I think it happens to pretty much anyone, pretty much all builders, because anyone who builds on creative, they kind of know what I'm talking about, where, like, you feel like you're going to do something amazing, it's a great plan, and you do it, and you're like, ah. And I feel like it usually happens, especially when you're thinking of, like, oh, what should my house be? What should my farm look like? What should my build look like? Let's build or something. And you just think about it, and yeah, and I just kind of want to say something like that, because I know this could go totally wrong. In fact, I kind of wanted to say the castle itself may look good. Like, it probably is. I hope it does. I sure hope it's not going to be like one of those things that's like, what did you do? What did you do? You made a piece of junk. But I also kind of want something that, like, something that looks good. And so my plans really are for that castle is just to kind of have a place that can show off. Oh, I got so much diamonds I have. Like, I'm gonna have a storage room. I've said this in the first episode. Like, oh, well, why I want a storage room, why it's useful. But a storage room is one of the main things I want, because you know, it's pretty cool to be able to, like, look at all the chests you have and be like, oh, I think I want this. And you just look at the labels. You don't actually have to do the work of searching through a huge chest and going, oh, where's my cobblestone? I can't find it. Where is it? Because although it may sound stupid on the outside, like, that's just gonna happen even on a storage room. You're still gonna have to find your stuff, yes, but it won't be as annoying as, oh, I have to look through everything. My whole chest. Oh, or maybe it's, like, annoying because, oh, I have to look through all the 3 chests I have. So in other words, it's better to not to have a storage room than to not, because there's many advantages and disadvantages. And I just kind of want to quickly explain that I am making one soon, which is why I said last week I need to go to the jungle. And that's why I need jungle wood, that's why I need a sapling, and I'm going to be mining for diamonds soon. Why do I want to mine for diamonds? Well, that's just mainly because diamonds itself is valuable, so I thought I might well get something valuable. So in case you didn't know, valuable stuff is actually good. And now I have a stack of coal. Like, this is what I mean, like, I could put away the stack of coal inside, like, a chest for ores and be like, oh yeah, yeah. And it's also just good because, like, if someone joins your world, and I know I've said this before, but, like, it kind of looks weird to just leave behind a mess of stuff. Like, look at this. It's kind of, it's organized enough to the point that it's fine. Like, I really could care less. But it also kind of feels like, well, you didn't really do too good of a job, like, organizing it. It's kind of ugly. And maybe you're like, oh, well, you know, survival's not all about making your things look beautiful. But to me, it kind of is. Like, if you really think about it, especially on YouTube, like, you don't want people to see how ugly your world is. You want to show off how good you've done. So, maybe you're like, oh, wow. You said nothing. You just said a bunch of junk. Ugh. Or maybe you're like, oh my god, he said so much good words of wisdom. I don't know. I don't even know why I was whispering. But, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook some potatoes. And I've done this off camera for a few episodes now, in case you have not noticed. this is like what I'm doing is by the way, I paused because I thought there was zombie villagers over that direction, and I kind of want a zombie villager because you can make a villager. So yeah, I'm gonna bake these potatoes. No, I'm not yet. I kind of realized you need more of these potatoes to really do anything with them. Because, to be honest, it feels like, when you just waste your time cooking, like cooking your materials, oh, it's exactly enough. Like, it's not a waste, but it seems a waste to me. So, what that means is, like, instead of planting your crops, you actually cook them. Like, one potato, you realize that you kind of wasted it, and that you could have planted it and made more of the crop itself, which is something I don't think everyone realizes. When they eat, like, pieces of wheat, they could actually, well, not wheat, because wheat comes with wheat and seeds, and, like, you don't eat the seeds, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't know about real life if you eat the seeds, but, yeah, my whole point was not about did you eat seeds in real life. No. Well, if it was, that would be creepy. But it isn't, so the first thing not first, but one of the things I want is find sugarcane soon. And I know on the PC it's very rare, which does mean a few things. Number one, it does mean, oh, yeah, it's rare. Number two, it does mean, oh yes, I'm going to have to explore for whatever it is that I'm looking for. Oh, I need to go back up for coal. I'm so stupid. Okay, so, I don't really want to go back up, but I have to. So yeah, reason why I need coal is because I don't have torches on me, which I should have known, but I guess I didn't notice before I went in, so, creeper, okay. Yeah, so, I mean, like, I kind of want to explain everything I'm thinking of, like, what I want to do in this world, but then yet again, it's like, well, no, well, not yet again, but it's one of those things that I'm just kind of like, no, I don't really want to, because really, I'm not sure if I'm going to change my mind. Because I think about this world because when I sleep, I go to shower. I know it's kind of like weird. Like, you think in the shower? Yeah, of course. You think in the shower. I know there's people who sing. I mean, yeah. I think the shower is one of those places most people like think about what their days could be like, and talk to themselves and do singing, do whatever they want. I don't know what they do, but I'm just assuming most people do something. And so that's what I was thinking, so it's like, oh. Because you kind of have to assume everyone does the same thing. Like, right now I talk into the shower. I know I don't really like admitting that too much. But I do, because it's something I do. Alright, so I hear lava. So I know there's going to be something with lava coming up eventually. And, yeah. Anyway, I've been thinking about this world, and I kind of think, well, I've been thinking what I'm going to do, and I feel like if I change my, if I were to say my plans and then I don't randomly just change my mind, it'd almost be like a waste of just making an episode saying, oh, I'm going to do this and this. Because then it'd be like, oh, I thought you were going to do this, why are you not doing it, huh? Well, I mean, that's probably be later on, like, in the game, but my whole goal with this world, I would just say that, is to make, like, a few hundred episodes, which I know it sounds super unrealistic, but hopefully, I want to make, like, at least, like, 50, very least, because I feel like that's a good amount, but why do I want to make that much videos about this world? Because I feel like then it would be, like, it's huge, there's a lot of work being done, and survival's also the main mode, so that would be an awesome, it'd just be cool, because then, like, people could go back and be like, oh, you made, like, 500 videos? No. There's, like, no one I know who made 500 videos of their only survival world. Like, there's people I know who did like 300, or even 4. But I've never seen anyone say, "Oh, I've done 500 videos of that." That's insane. Why is it insane? Well, if you really think about it, that means they played that world 500 times in at least 5 minutes each video. Now, maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, that's kind of insane, because you have to spend your time each day or so doing what you're gonna do, making your video, and they're even dedicating their time to make a video about one little survival world. That much time, like, so that's like a few hours at least. And that just kind of makes me think, oh, that's insane. Oh, I need to make an iron pickaxe. So I'll completely ignore this batch of redstone, which I know I shouldn't do. Like, I think everyone knows that. Like, you shouldn't really ignore ores. Like, this vein would be useless to ignore, because there might be diamonds. Actually, that's happened so many times. Like, I remember I had this one world I was like mining very long on the Pocket Edition, and I know the Pocket Edition's weird. Like, it's got weird controls. It's more behind, especially in the version I was playing. It was very behind, and like when I was playing, it was very behind at that point. But I was playing it. I actually was mining forever, and I couldn't find like any diamonds. And I was like, what's wrong? Like, I don't get where are the diamonds? And I realized when I was looking back that I actually missed. Oh, we can't go for oh well. So I realized when I was walking back, I missed diamonds on the floor, the ceiling, and the wall. And in total, I missed like 16 diamonds. And that just kind of comes to prove that, oh, yep, diamonds is not an easy resource to find. But also it comes to prove that I'm very not good at looking for ores, which, So it looks like this mine's going to have to be stopped for now, because I don't have an iron pickaxe, and I don't feel like going back for iron. I should have probably not have broken my iron pickaxe later on. Ooh, wow. Oh my. How much ore is going to be in here? What? I've seen this before. Like, there's actually been a vein of ore that had every single ore except for diamonds. One vein. So it had coal, iron. A vein is pretty much like a chunk of ore all in one spot. And it's underground. Well, obviously it's underground, but yeah. That's what a vein is, and it's actually kind of hard to find a vein of ore that actually contains almost all the ores in the game, because you have to imagine it has to be at a certain level, and it has to be at a specific level for all the ores to spawn, and it would have to be an area that you'd have to mine perfectly into it somehow. Like, you'd have to start mining all the ores, and in general it just seems so hard, and it kind of is. Here's my point here. So in case you're wondering, it was hard. So yeah, these are my chest full of ores I've mined when I was mining this. So first chest, second chest, third. Just kind of want to show that off. And hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you want. And saying you like the video if you did. And goodbye.